Hello everybody and welcome back to Questions and Answers with Dopefish. How are you today? Good, you can't answer me, so I'm just gonna assume you said something nice. Because that's what we do when we small talk, right? We don't wanna hear what people actually feel like or think. Anyway, today will be another audio-only episode, so just load up your favorite game and put this on the background or something. Or you could look at this beautiful warband footage that I put in the background for no reason. Alright then, let's move on to the questions. Now, I've been asked this quite a lot. Will you play Cry of Fear? Please play Cry of Fear! Cry of Fear! No, I won't play it. Someone else on our web zone has already streamed it. It didn't look very good, and I got too much else to play right now. So no, I will not play Cry of Fear. And for the people asking, please play Amnesia. I've already played it. Just do a search for Dopefish Amnesia and you'll find it. Alright, next up is another question a lot of people have been asking, and that's where's the next or where's the new Impro at Cooking? And, well, I have it recorded, but I'm too lazy to edit it and record voiceovers, so it's not out yet. Hopefully I'll get around to it soonish. Oh, well. Alright, let's move on to the actual questions then. Helix Snake asks, if dragons were real, would you support human-dragon marriage? I ask because I'm sexually attracted to dragons and wonder if I should move to Sweden if dragons spontaneously exist for some reason. Well, it all depends on if they are able to consent. Now, are these like the type of dragons who can talk, they're intelligent and all that kind of stuff? Then yes, I support human-dragon marriage. But if they're more like animals, they can't talk, they can't think, they can't communicate to us, then no, I don't support that. Huge Hayworth Music asks, did you have a very happy childhood? Not very happy, but it was happy. It was happy, had some ups and downs, of course, but overall, yes, very good childhood, I must say. Yeah. Freak Leper asks, do you have any phobias? I kind of do. Snails, blue water. I don't know. That's about it, I guess. I really hate snails, slugs, and leeches. You know, those kind of animals. They freak me out, man. Exto asks, I've seen in your cooking videos some Finnish names on the ingredients. So, can you speak any Finnish? And if you can, say something in Finnish. Perkele. No, I cannot actually speak Finnish. The ingredients have Finnish names on them just because they're sold both in Sweden and in Finland, and it's cheaper to produce just one package and ship it everywhere than to have a different package going to Sweden and a different one going to Finland. You'll see a lot of German on packages, and Norwegian and Danish, of course, as well. Alright. Monsters of Skyrim asks, how did you get so many subscribers? How many? So many. I don't know. Some luck, I guess. I uploaded that ladder goat video, it went sort of viral. People liked it, people subscribed. I kept uploading videos, and yeah, that's about it, I guess. Some guy with a name that's completely unpronounceable. I think it's or maybe it's I don't know, it's just a bunch of I's and L's. It looks like a fence. I don't even know why you'd get that name. And I don't know how you remember it to log in. Although I guess you log in with emails these days. Anyway, are you that guy as a child? Are you the guy that, as a child, sat in the backseat of the car looking out the window and imagining a small Mario jumping over obstacles the roadside had to offer? Or maybe imagining getting cut off at a certain level. Yeah, I kind of had a variation of that game though, where I had like a... Wow, this is gonna sound really weird. But I imagined that I had like a knife or a sword and I cut stuff off. I don't even know, man. It's weird, man. Mr. Bitbot asks, why don't you guys announce when you're going live on Twitter or something? That way I could put the Twitter feed in my RSS feeder and get notifications about it. It would be so convenient. Are you afraid the YouTube viewers are going to take over the chat? Well, that last part is somewhat true. We don't need or want too many people watching the stream. if you have above like 300 viewers, the chat is just hard to follow. And of course there's a lot of faggotry with, faggots being 12 years old and spouting memes and XD and all that shit, so... I do announce on Twitter, though, fairly often, so... If you go ahead and follow me on there, you might be able to catch a stream or two if you have trouble, finding them. Limpcon asks, what kind of gymnasium course did you attend? IT programming, but I never finished. Porugars asks, where in Sweden do you live? I don't recognize your dialect. I live in Ostrogothia. Yeah. Okay. Kavarok asks, can aminals commit suicide? Yes and no. I mean, animals are known to accidentally kill themselves, but I don't think that they have the thought processes required to actually, willingly commit suicide. I don't think that works. You hear about lemmings running off cliffs and that kind of stuff. I don't think that's actually suicide. It's more like, an accident of some kind. Or they're crazy somehow and manage to kill themselves. But I don't think an animal can actually commit suicide in the traditional sense. Twist of Fate-ish asks, Coke or Pepsi? Pepsi Max is my drink of choice. Lemon Jelly 1969 asks, will you ever move your stream to twitch.tv? If not, why? Well, Twitch TV is pretty good, but it lacks a couple of features that we use quite a lot. The autopilot, that just plays clips all day long, like previous recordings. It's really useful to have, because we kind of have this sort of stream where you're not supposed to just come for the stream, but you're supposed to stay around. So we have this chat, and people sit in the chat, we chat all day, get together, play some games. It's not just like someone goes live, viewers zoom in, and then when there's no live, they leave. Because we have this viewer base all throughout the day, so it's very good to have something to watch if you feel like it. And Twitch TV also has some other few features missing that we would like to have. It's a good service though, but it's more for, esports. I don't know, it just doesn't fit us that well right now. Kavarok again asks, why does a round pizza come in a square box? It's because it's easier to stack. That's stupid, you should be able to figure that out yourself. Sin Zixl asks, 444. Nish, 444lam. Kavarok, wow, this guy has many questions, asks, how does Freddy Krueger wipe his butt? Yeah, he has one hand without claws though, right? He could do it, left-handedly? I don't know. Snwankizizi asks, you have a habit of saying nicks in their literal form. An example from Improve Cooking with Dope number 3. The nick was Song It's Britty, and instead of saying so my god, you said song. Another example is some 1337 guy. You said some 1337 guy instead of some lead guy. I've seen you do this many times with different nicks. Is there a reason for it? Holy shit, that question was long. No, that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, right? I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? If you put numbers in your nickname, why would I pronounce them like letters? That's just silly. That's very, very silly. But no, it's mostly a joke, I guess, in a way. Although I like, poking fun at people who have stupid nicknames. The Knight of White asks, if you got given a pony, what would you call it? Ponyta. Ijarpal asks, do you get notices about your accents? Do people complain about it? Yes, sometimes. Quite often actually. But a lot of other people seem to like it. I don't even know, man. Oh well. The Supreme 18 asks, will you play Amnesia 2 when it comes out? Most definitely. Wave 83 asks, do you like Obama? No. No, I don't. He's not progressive enough for my taste. He's upholding the status quo. No, I don't like him very much at all. Where's the change he promised? It's not happening. Keep fighting in Iraq and... I don't want to get into politics. Anyway. Kavarok. Man, this guy has many questions in this episode, don't he? Can cannibals be arrested for being under the influence of alcohol? For example, drunk driving, if they have eaten someone who was drunk. Yes. If alcohol... that's actually an interesting question. If you drink enough and then give blood to another person, does that person get drunk of your blood? Does alcohol... Anyway, yes, if the person is under the influence of alcohol from eating, if it actually does transfer, then yes, of course. Squidgy15319 asks, do you like Nutella? Yes, I do. It's not my favorite spread, but it's pretty good, man. The same guy asks, Blink-182 or My Chemical Romance? I think My Chemical Romance... Chemical? Chemical. I think they're better. They have that couple of good songs, like the Black Parade, right? That was them? I don't know. I don't listen much to either, but I think Chemical Romance is better. Checo Gurn Team asks, I'd like to know where you met Sweet Pea, Ska, and the rest of the Dopelives streamers. Old friends, or were they once your subscribers? Nah, most of the streamers didn't, they weren't around. Wait, what am I saying? Most of the streamers were around way before the YouTube channel started. Or at least before it got popular. Yeah, I met them from various places, but they basically came into the stream someday, and I said like, hey, I'm looking for some other guys to stream, and then they were like, hey, I would like to stream, and then I took them on as streamers, basically. I guess they were members of the community, and then, you know, I got to know them, and I liked them, and they also streamed, and then I added them to the channel. That was about it, I guess. Bout33 asks, what color are your favorite underwear? I don't know, I like red or purple. I mean, I have two different underwear that might be my favorites. Okay, let's take a few more. Mustasusi, oh man, that name, asks, what is your opinion on the Grand Theft Auto series? Which one of them is your favorite? It's a great series except for number 4 and the bad console spin-offs. I don't like number 4 very much because it was way too serious, and I didn't like the driving, and I didn't like the shooting, and I didn't like the bowling, and I didn't like the casinico, and I didn't like... yeah. Anyway, it was boring time period, boring city, boring mechanics of the game. I didn't like it. My favorite is San Andreas. I mean, Vice City is super good, but there's just something about San Andreas. I don't know, it's really good. It's almost like Saints Row, but not quite as over the top. Also, you gotta love Big Smoke. Come on, who doesn't like Big Smoke? All you had to do was get to the train, etc. Mustasusi asks, do you own any video game consoles? Yes, I do! I have a GameCube, a PlayStation, and a Nintendo DS. I don't own any current generation consoles or handhelds, though. Sweet Pivoter asks, what board on 4chan are you on the most and why? GIF to find porn, and V to discuss video games. I don't visit 4chan all that much though. Just, you know, sometimes. I get linked a lot in the chat, so that's... I don't even know. Whatever. Total War Tattoo asks, what games are you most likely going to play in the near future? Whatever I'm playing right now. Alan Wake, Treasure Island, Bloodline Champions, Heroes of New Earth, Mountain Blade Warband. I don't know. Let's continue what I'm playing right now. Gobi TV asks, is My Little Pony awesome or awesome? Nah. It's... nah. Bizzle Levry asks, do you love Canada? Oh, Canada, I don't know these lyrics. Nah, Canada's alright. It's much better than the US, of course, but, you know, it's Canada. Who wants to live in the north? I mean, I live in Sweden, and that's the north, and this is horrible. Like, you have no sun in the winter, and there's snow, and it's cold, and the summers are too hot, and not hot enough, and everything's horrible. Rah! Oh, God. Alright, let's do, like, 3 more? IHQWOW asks, can you speak Finnish? If you can you swear a little bit on Finnish? Perkele, satana, vittu, etc. No, I cannot speak Finnish. One Heni asks, have you been in Finland? Do you like Finland? I have been in Finland on occasion, taking them ferries over there. Do I like Finland? Yeah. It's alright. I mean, yeah. Bowerdumb asks, can you say blueberry and apple blast my bedazzled buds with blindingly brilliant bursts of bewitching bliss? Oh god, what is this? Like some sort of sentence you say to see if you have a puff filter on your microphone or something? Right, let's answer that question. Can I say that? Yes. Alright guys, thanks a lot for listening in, or watching if you actually watched. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.